July 10th, motherfuckers, back from vacation, even though I didn't get a vacation. People bitch to me like, oh, you're on vacation? You didn't do... You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They were on vacation last week, and some people pre-taped the show, but I can't... It's not that easy. I can barely do this fucking show because of my wife's schedule, and I got kids and shit. If I didn't have kids, I'd be pre-taping like a motherfucker. I mean, that's all I'd be doing is pre-taping. I'd be taping, then I'd pre-tape. See what I'm saying, Joel?
Absolutely.
So people are like, "Hey, where's the show? Where's the show? What? I didn't sign up for this kind of shit." I'm like, I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know I had vacation days and shit like that. So don't blame me. And then they go, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say it. Gavin did a show, a live show. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't know all this. I would have done a fucking. I would have been Gavin's caddy. I would have been his sidekick for a week. I'll do anything to get out of my fucking house. This whole thing of like, oh, you know, you weren't. I'll give me your address, Max from Paris. I'll give me your address. I'll give you back your $1. Because they do like 7 shows. It's $7 a month. That cost me. So I'm basically you paying $1 for me. I'll give you your fucking $1 in American.
I love how you spell it out for the listeners. You just you spell it out.
No, Max from Paris, because he was like I like how people like he's like a quote unquote like friend, a Twitter friend. Then all of a sudden they get mad. They're all like fucking 3-year-olds. Then they get mad like, "Where's my show?" I'm like, I didn't know all the fucking rules. I didn't know I could bring my own fucking crew. Like that movie. What's that movie when they ambushed the radio station? Joel, you just gonna stare at me like a moron?
I was gonna say,
Jesus Christ, jump in once in a while.
I had something.
I mean, if I want mannequins, I'll go over to Macy's. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so
I left corporate America 8 years ago and landed up on the Kevin Brennan street team. We didn't even.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get to that.
We didn't have a vacation that summer. You run a tight ship.
I was running. I was cracking a whip that summer. So what was I saying? Anyway, the bottom line is.
Jump in at any time, Kevin.
Bottom line, we're here now, and that's it. So it's like people get next time. I'll fucking pre-tape because now my mother-in-law is here, and she's here to help. She came on Thursday or something, or Thursday. And so I'm a little more flexible, but the problem, my mother-in-law, she likes to cook and she likes to leave the stove on. So, I just texted the guy in my building. I go, is the building on fire? Because the last time she cooked, I came home and the fucking stove was on. I go, hi. And then I said to my wife, how long has the stove been on? She goes, just turn it off. How about if there's a fucking fire?
That doesn't answer your question.
How about if there's a fire next time? They always go, no, we'll just turn it off. I go, well, the next time maybe it's a fire, right? Ken. We also have Ken Mosca here, and he works for the electric company. So you know about fires.
I do, Kevin.
Okay, so isn't the one way to avoid a fire is just turn your stove off?
Is it an electric oven, Kevin?
Yeah, it's the electric oven. Don't lean in like you're you're a fucking character witness for the story. Just sit at the mic. Sit at the mic.
I feel like Bobo. Should I be sitting where Bobo sits?
No, you're not. You're not at Bobo's level. Yeah, I mean that as a slam. Bobo's a fucking legend. Anyway,
he meant that exactly how you took it.
So anyway, Ken is a fan of. He's a fan of comedy. Ken's a fan of comedy, right? You're not a fan of mine. You're a fan of comedy.
Kevin, you know I'm a fan of yours.
You're a fan of Opie and Anthony.
Yes.
Oh, shout out to. Can we do a shout out to Opie? You gotta respect the guy who gets fired. You just gotta respect the guy who gets fired. Plus, fucking, I can say this because I don't work there, but. Let's face it, Sirius XM. Like, what are they? What are they? Like, they're supposed to be like a bad boy channel or something. I don't know what they are, but they're not a fucking bad boy channel. Because Howard Stern is not a fucking bad boy. Howard Stern is fucking mainstream as it gets right now, right? And Opie and Anthony represent like bad boy fucking radio. So they got rid of Cumia. He's here. I'm here. And then they get rid of Opie 3 years and 3 days after they got rid of Cumia. Isn't that weird? 33?
Right, it was the 4th of July that they got rid of Anthony.
Yeah. No, I think it was the 3rd of July.
Yeah, but it was that weekend that he...
Anyway, thanks for fucking up the story. Oh, my God, I bring a guy here, I give him a big break.
Yeah, thanks for the shout-out on Twitter.
Wasn't it 3 years?
Tune in today for guests you've never heard of.
Wasn't it 3 years, 3 days?
Yeah, Anthony was July 4th or right around
I
there.
thought it was July 3rd, and then
Yeah.
and then it was July 6th. So
Yep.
3 years and 3 days.
Exactly.
Anyway, I don't even know. I'm not even a numbers guy. I act like I'm Asian, and I'm fucking addicted to numbers and what the numbers mean. Your number's very good. Is that even an Asian accent? Your number very good. Oh, you $50. React. I'm doing a fucking hand job joke, Joel.
You opened this show by giving a shout out to Ken for calling you a heavy load.
Anyway, this is Joel. Soul Joel Richardson. I don't know if you guys know him. He's like the Broadway Danny Rose of South Jersey. And
Thanks, man.
is that on your business card?
Yeah, well, not officially.
This is one of his. This is one of the guys you manage.
Yeah, Kevin Israel.
And Kevin's a Jew.
Surprise.
Okay, so
You weren't going to let that out of the bag.
No, I
It's going
thought.
to be a secret.
No, I thought his name Kevin Israel. I thought he was a non-Jew, and he was just totally confusing.
It was a
people.
gimmick?
No, it was just like Kevin, because, it's like when Steve White is black, you know what I mean? Like Steve White is black. He's a comic Steve White. Reggie White, football player, black. Kevin Israel, Christian. You know what I mean?
I had a comic come up to me and go, Kevin Israel, so you're not black. And I said,
For real?
I said, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a good black guy name, though. Kevin Israel.
But it would be like spelled with a Z or something.
Yeah, with a couple of Z's. Zzz. 444
D is
JZZZ.
Was black. He's white.
Louis Black is white. Oh my God! There's
Waited
so
on you,
many
Kevin. I waited as long
examples.
as I could.
Ken just Googled white guys named Black.
Jay Black. I don't even know who he is, but I know he's white. I know he's a comic. So anyway, I always thought you weren't Israel because it's just too obvious. You know what I mean? It's just I thought you weren't Jewish because it's so obvious. It's such a and like I said to these guys off air, when you have a real Jewy name, no offense, but when you have a real Jewy name, you drop it, use the middle name, and then everybody, but you let everybody know you're still a Jew.
Nope.
You know what I mean? You let all the agents and managers know that, wink, wink, I'm on your side. I'll see you at Temple.
That's
And
memorable.
then, like John Stewart, John Leibowitz.
That's really Jewy though.
That's what, because he's practical. He got rid of it early. Nobody even knew until he made it. No one even knew he had a fake name.
Leibowitz is more Jewy than Israel.
Well, I mean,
It's like you said, Israel could have been a black guy. It could
Well-
be anybody.
Well, Israel's pretty specific.
Specific, but it's not
Like
as Jewy.
Kevin Ireland, you're like, he's not. Is he Irish? You gotta bet he's Irish. If his last name's Ireland, I can't even say it. Anyway, so and Jeff Ross, Jeff Ross, the comic, the roast master. He used to go by his real regular name was Lifshitz.
I mean,
No, Lifshitz. I don't know if
just
he
hard to
pronounce it.
pronounce.
Jeff Lifshitz. So it was such a dumb name, Lifshitz, because it's you can make fun of it so easily. So he eventually got rid of it in like the early '90s because we would I still call him Lifshitz, not to his face. Not that I'm afraid of him. Who's afraid of a Jew? But I mean, as far as like. I'll say to whatchamacallit, I go, Lifshitz go on yet? Like if he's at the club, I'll go, Lifshitz go on yet? And everybody knows who I'm talking. Well, everybody of a certain generation knows who I'm talking about, Lifshitz. So then I got to call him Jeff Ross, and I just call him Jeff. I never go Jeff Ross. Hey, I don't even know if that's his middle name, but John Stewart, I think I'm pretty sure it's his middle name.
Yeah.
So anyway, because Leibowitz, he wouldn't have got the show. I hate to say it, he wouldn't have got the show.
Why not?
Too hard to spell.
It's a fucking very specific thing. Leibowitz. It's like if you're a jeweler, Leibowitz and Son. But if you're in show business, let's try to keep it pretty.
You're listening
And
to
then-
Burning
But
Bridges
Israel's
with Kevin
easy.
Israel.
It's easy to say.
No, but what's your middle name?
Everett.
Yeah, and that sounds like a guy who's gonna get a fucking TV show. There was a guy, right, Ken? Brad Everett. What's his name?
Chad Everett.
Yeah.
How did you nail it before the show and you just messed
I'm
up
a
now?
joke. So I never get ahead in show business. I totally joke.
You just nailed the name 5 minutes ago.
I know. That's why I practiced. I rehearsed it to choke it on air. I'm the legendary choke of all chokes. Anyway, so Chad Everett, is it Brad or what is
Perfect
it?
time for a sip.
What is it?
It's Chad. And I'm the one not in show business.
And he was a handsome guy. You're a handsome guy.
Thank you.
So I'm not gay, but if I was, I wouldn't be going after you because everybody knows what I'd be going after.
I'd be out of your league.
I'd be going after Asian guys with their little dicks. You know what I mean? Because if I'm going to have a dick inside of me, it's going to be little. I mean, that's like a fucking thumb, right? So anyway,
So you've completely canceled out the idea of being the pitcher. You're definitely catching.
no, I'll be both, but like,
You're like, clearly I'm not fucking the guy,
young-
so I'm getting fucked.
on Young Heng So's birthday, I'll probably got to be the catcher. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, I
Once
got
a
to
year.
catch. Yeah, and on the fucking all the Asian holidays, aren't there a lot?
You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need somebody named China.
You guys act like there's a real show. You can just laugh, relax. It's like we're in your car, Joel, to one of your shit gigs.
This is how Joel normally is. I don't know what you were expecting.
When I talk to him in the car, he's always laughing. Now he thinks we're on TV.
No.
He's laughing because he's not paying attention to you. If you talk to Joel, he's not usually listening
No,
to
you-
you.
Joel's thinking about what
He even makes fun of me to toll collectors. When I didn't have Easy Pass for a couple months, I gave him a ride to a gig.
Everybody made fun of you for not having
That's
Easy
true.
Pass.
Why'd you
I
not
asked
have
for-
Easy Pass?
Well, whatever. So anyway, I asked for a receipt, and this guy goes, "Yeah, because we need another piece of paper in this car."
It's true.
Yeah, because he's like a fucking traveling
Fire
accountant.
hazard.
It's all papers. It just pays. I'm like, you only have 2 clients. What's all the paper for? All these upcoming gigs. So Ken, how'd you get the day off?
Took the day off, Kevin.
Because you haven't done anything in years. What's your fucking job?
I work in utility business.
Yeah, but it's running without you. They don't need you.
The lights are on. Yep.
Did you ever see I watched a documentary about when they had a blackout in New York City.
City, yeah.
That's a fucking good show.
It's a good show. And all the babies that were born 9 months later.
Yeah. Anyway, but it was like a fucking junk. Could you imagine a blackout in New York? It was cool. So anyway, the electric company, they didn't know what the fuck to do. They were getting power from Long Island. How do you get power from Long Island?
Across the lines.
When
Across
was this?
The lines?
The lines.
What do you mean? They send it to you?
Send it to you.
They send you a surge? Do they put it on a truck and
They
they
call it a surge.
Huh?
You have
How
generators.
do you get it?
Through generators and oh yeah, the lines are run all over the place, underground.
That's what I'm saying. They
Ed
don't
does
need
a great
you. They
job
don't
here
need
in New
you
York.
for anything, right?
Huh?
They don't need you at all. You could basically never show up and they'd be fine.
Yeah, as long as the lights go on, I don't need to show
As long
up.
as there's a blackout. Did you go to college to work at the electric company?
Not go to college working electric to work.
I
at
believe it.
company.
Anyway, Kevin Israel, back to you. Did you
To the Jew.
did you go to college?
Yes.
Where?
I did go to college.
University of Delaware.
Oh wow, you're a blue hen.
Yep.
See, I got that right, Joel.
Nailed it.
Blue hen. We didn't even rehearse it.
I don't know why you know that.
Because I'm from Philadelphia. Why do you
Oh,
think I
okay.
know
St. Joe's University.
it? It was a college when I went there. That's how old I am. It was a prep school when I went there. Which joke will work? Anyway, so how'd you get into comedy? Did you meet Joel first, or Joel
No,
talked you into comedy?
No, I started doing it. I started at the Old Rascals in Ocean Township in Jersey.
Oh yeah.
Back in like 01.
01?
Yeah.
You've only been doing it that long? 01?
Only.
Sounds like a baby. 01. Wish I could say that. 01. Holy shit.
Feels like
What are you
forever.
looking at me like that for?
Oh, I was gonna say I left corporate America. He left becoming a lawyer to do this. So not good.
You're a fucking lawyer?
I was, yeah.
What kind of law?
I worked at a construction law firm. It was not.
How do you get in construction law?
They offer you a job.
So the mafia wanted a Jew. The most obvious.
I wish it was that interesting.
Most obvious. We need a Jew lawyer.
Yeah.
Kevin Israel.
They had plenty. There were plenty.
The first question on interview was, "Are you really Jewish, or is that just your name?"
That's why I have my name
The
in.
mafia. For real? That's what they asked you?
No, that's a joke, Kevin.
Oh, good one.
It was called.
Anyway, they don't. Mafia don't trust anybody. You ever watch those mafia movies? They don't trust. They don't even trust that guy from. You remember Goodfellas because he was half Irish, Ray Liotta. Remember him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't. His blood wasn't clean, so
Hill.
they didn't trust him. And he turned out being a snitch, so they were right to not trust him. Am I right? Did you read the book?
Turns out, yeah.
Turns out. Anyway, let's go to the page. Yeah, I want to give.
You got a lot there.
No, I have nothing. Anyway, I thought Ken would have a better story about.
Do you read the yellow or the bold? Which do you go to first?
Those are your Twitter things. I can't even see. I'm pretending like
You have glasses on.
I have sunglasses. I can't even read without glasses. And I have sunglasses to make it even harder. Now, what do you guys?
Jump in at any time.
What do you guys think about fancy comics with fancy cars?
That's on the page.
Yeah.
That was on your notes. That was a whole sentence.
'Cause when I run into like last year, I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna name.
No, well, this is burning bridges. That's all
Last
you do is
year,
name names.
Last summer, it seemed like every fucking big comic, like Tracy Morgan, shows up in a Rolls Royce at the Comedy Cellar. He parks it in front of the comedy. I don't think he drives. I don't think.
I always wondered who you were talking about with
I
that. Okay.
don't think he can drive a big wheel in his stage. But anyway, so he's driving it. He gets in a Rolls Royce, and I'm like, what the people? And then he'll probably get mad. Like if he's eating dinner, he's like, I can't. Why am I being bothered when I'm trying to eat here? Why are you fucking? You're already famous. Why you need you want more people to notice you with your fucking? Or you want people to think you're doing good? Like I don't understand the strategy.
Driving a Rolls Royce in the middle of Manhattan, be a nervous.
No, just like no, he's not driving. I'm just saying like you need that much attention. Like maybe I have a problem that I don't need that much attention. I took my bike on a fucking A train.
A fancy bike, though.
What'd I tell you?
So if I was a famous comic, would I be? No, I would drive the most. I would take. First of all, I'd take Ubers. And then second of all, I don't want people fucking talking to me. So if you get out of a fucking car in a Rolls Royce, and they're going to look at who it is. And then if you're famous, they're going to be like, oh, and then so you want, it's like, it's almost like a disease. Am I right, Joel? You deal with comics.
Well, you say you don't like people talking to you before a show, but you also don't like people talking to you after a show.
I don't like people. I mean, I don't know how many different ways do I have to fucking skywrite it. I don't like people. My son had his birthday party on a Saturday. He was 5, Anyway, so my son took it better than he did because, in the summer it's hard to get kids to your party because school's out, and then people are on vacation and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, turns out he invited my wife kind of botched it anyway because I said, what about Jacob? She goes, I got the wrong email from the teacher. I'm like, you can't blame the teacher. Just ask the fucking parent. But again, you don't see the parents because school's out, So anyway, so they invited I think one of his best friends, and he's like, we were kind of waiting for the dude. And then when you're waiting for a 5-year-old, you're on fucking pins and needles because 5-year-olds are fucking unpredictable. Anyway, but so he didn't show up, and then, but it's the mom. The mom's a bit of a CUNT. And I don't think she listens to the show, but the mom's a CUNT. But again, they're from like Ethiopia or whatever. And the mom, I think she thinks because she went to our building. We have a pool in our building. I'm not rich, so please donate. But anyway, we got
no fancy.
We got a pool because I got into Jersey City early before all the construction. Like now, it's like I don't know if it's more expensive, but now it's like out of control. Anyway, we got in there pretty cheap, but we have a pool. So anyway, the first time she came over, she's like, how much is she's asking my wife, how much is the apartment? And then we went to the kid's party, his birthday party, and their apartment is like not great. So I think she's like got a little bit of an attitude like about coming to our house because it's fancy schmancy, as the Jews would say. It's fancy schmancy. So they.
Thank goodness you're here.
She's talking about what about these comics with these fancy apartments?
So they don't show up, And I asked my wife, I go, where's fucking, I'm not gonna say his name, I can't even think of it. Where's I'll say Emmanuel, that's not his name. Where's Emmanuel? My wife goes, I don't know, I texted the mom, I didn't hear back. So then, so he never shows up. My son just took it right in stride. He was like, after a while, he's like, where are the presents? Where's the cake? Where I would have been like, where the fuck is this motherfucker? Like, I would have really had a fucking attitude about it. But he's 5. He's already kind of more mature than I am. But it just made me think, like, the mom's a fucking, she basically stood us up. The kid didn't stand us up. So maybe either she didn't buy a present, I didn't go to their party when that kid turned 5. I really can't think of his name. But so I didn't go to their party, but my wife was working. It was on a Saturday. My wife was working. I'm not going to take them. And it was at like we had to get an Uber. It wasn't even at their house. It was like at a Chuck E. Cheese or whatever. So I'm like, so maybe she's standing me up because we stood them up. But in any case, they're fucking kids.
So
but
you're using your own first grade mentality.
No, it's about her because she didn't want to, for whatever reason, she didn't want to come over. And then my wife texted her. And she didn't respond back. So that's my point. People are fucking assholes forever. They're to stand up a fucking 5-year-old. They know, the mom knows their friends. You know what I mean? And maybe she didn't go because the other friend wasn't going. There's like the 3 of them. They like hang out together, and the other kid was out of town. So maybe the mom didn't want to go.
Could have been on vacation.
No, they weren't on vacation because they said they were going to go. I said, when did they confirm? She said Wednesday. And then my wife was texting them on Saturday, and she ghosted my wife. So that's just a total cunt move. And again, the kid probably doesn't know anything about it. You know, it's between the parents. But it's my point is people are fucking assholes till the end. There's no, and you could say people are good. People are fucking assholes. All we're saying is like, at least go like, we can't come over. So if it's up to me, I was waiting for my son to flip out, and he just was like, he just took it right in stride. I was like, holy fuck, this kid's like amazing. He's more like my wife. I hate to say it.
I was going to say, he took on your wife's personality, not yours.
What the fuck are you talking about, Joe?
I'm agreeing.
No, I'm kidding. Anyway.
I'm agreeing with
like,
you.
No, it's like when you're talking about your wife, you go, my wife's a fucking cunt, and then somebody goes, she is a cunt. You go, what the fuck did you say? Like, even if it's just agreeing with you. You can't win. Anyway, so I was so surprised with my son. I was very impressed that he didn't he just kind of rolled with it. You know, it's like, what the fuck? That's what my wife would do. Where I'd be sitting in the corner, I'd be like, where the fuck is I can't believe I can't think of the guy's name. Anyway, and plus I got no sleep last night because the kids had to wake up early. You know, my wife was supposed to not work today, and then so I got to wake up at like 7 o'clock, and I try to get back to sleep for like 15 minutes, nothing, and then there's a lot of noise and blah blah blah. And so here we are. And also, I want to say one more thing about my son. My son's pretty last night I had some idea for my daughter's birthday is later in the month, so I had some idea, and I go, I'm a fucking genius. So my son goes, you're not a genius, Dad. He's 5. I go, how do you know I'm not a genius? He goes, I just know.
He doesn't even know what the idea is.
No, he just knows. I think he knows if he was around genius, he would recognize it, even though he's only 5. He's like, Dad, you know, you're not a genius. I'm like, all right, whatever.
So your daughter and your son both think you're a drama queen.
No, they think I think they're like, yeah, my daughter thinks I'm a drama queen, but she's more like me. So she would have been like weird with her friend not showing up. She would have been like, Mom, where are my friends? But maybe that's an age thing. But I think he just like rolled with the punches, you know. And that was cool though, because that's how you got to be in life. Like I'm not good at it. Like I react to everything. Am I right, Ken?
You're absolutely right, Kevin.
Ken calls me the root canal of comedy.
Oh, the root canal comedy. Yes,
Yeah.
you are. You're painful.
Boom.
Boom.
And this is from a guy who has an autistic teenage son. He thinks I'm trouble.
He called you a heavy load.
Yeah,
But it's all worth it though once I make it to the show.
once you make it to the show.
Well, that was your fault anyway, Joel.
The original one was my fault too. When we did the first benefit, I introduced you, and you didn't want to close out the show. I introduced Mark DeMeo, and then all of a sudden you called me in the back. You're like, "How long have you been in comedy? Did you see me?" And I said, "No." And he's like, "Then why would you introduce me?
Wait, what?
Why would you bring me up?
Why would you bring me?" Yeah,
You brought me up and I wasn't there? Where was I?
you were in the back,
Back of what?
the room.
Parking lot.
Yeah, but wasn't I in the room with you?
You were just walking in.
I hadn't actually made eye contact.
Oh, you
and
brought
seen
me
you.
up and I wasn't there.
Right.
Who? I was the last guy in the show?
But you told me you didn't want to go last that night.
I don't even follow the story, and I was there. So you brought me up as the last guy, but I didn't want to go up last.
No, you wanted to go up at last. I brought you up in the middle. Sorry, I brought this up.
Well, I'm gonna punch you right in the fucking face. I don't even know what's your point. Wait, so I wanted to go on second, and you brought me up last, and I wasn't in the room.
Wasn't in the room. Yep.
So, but I did close, right?
You did. And it
that
went
was
great.
That was the one on in Summers Point.
Summers Point.
All right,
That was their show.
and it went well.
Went well.
And you still managed Mark DeMeo?
No.
What
I
happened?
never managed Mark DeMeo. We're just friends.
And you managed Kevin though?
Yeah.
And who else you managed? Can you name the name, or you don't want to?
No, yeah. Mark Riccadonna, Dustin Chafin.
Oh yeah, I know those guys.
Thanks. Jump in at any time.
Yeah, they're funny.
Great question.
It's like a conversation at a fucking public library.
Oh man.
Try to keep the conversation minimal. Wait, so how long you been managing him? Wait, don't you want to debut your album or something?
Yeah, I was just feeling the flow here. Yeah, I have an album coming out on Friday.
Like an album?
Well, a CD, and it's on iTunes.
Do you know how to do all that, Joel?
Yeah. KevinIsrael.com.
KevinIsrael.com.
It's memorable.
It is. But if you're gonna
Starting now, it's gonna be Kevin Everett.
Kevin is not even a Jewish name though, right?
No, it's not.
So your parents gave you the most Jewy name possible.
They wanted to even it out. They were trying to level it.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah.
And what are their first names?
Lisa, Donna, and Cindy.
Oh, so you have a big family. Lisa, Don,
Donna. And
Donna, Israel,
Yeah.
and Sin. So you have 3 sisters.
Yeah.
And they had all the male names in the world available, and they picked an Irish name.
Yeah. Does my mom
Or a
like
black name. Kevin's kind of a black name, too. My name's Kevin. Well, you guys seem like
I loved
you
how
guys
you were.
seem like aren't you? You're not catching on. Everything I say to you, you're staring at me like
I love the fact that you were talking about it like
we're
it was
like-
third person, like you haven't experienced it for your whole life.
we're doing the opposite of speed dating.
It's
Whatever
also
that
one of the,
is.
it's also one of the most popular names.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Where?
I think it's probably high up on the list.
No, it's not. Kevin's not a popular. First of all, Kevin's a boy's name. Did you? I don't know if you know that. Kevin's a boy's name. It's not a man's name. You never meet a man like Kevin. You'd be like, oh, Officer Kevin. Oh, I feel better now. It's like Kevin should be like a name you grow out of. You know what I mean? Then you become a Steve or a Robert.
This is a whole new take on my name that I've never considered.
Oh, Kevin would name of like a famous Kevin that. First of all, if Kevin is in a movie, he's gay. Or he's the friend of the hot girl who doesn't get laid. He's not a leading man. It's not a
Keanu
leading
Reeves and
man's
Devil's
name.
Advocate.
After meeting Kevin Brennan and being on his show, not only should you change your last name, you should change your first name. Your last name is now
Nothing is
Everett.
going well right
and
now.
we don't know what your first name is going to be yet, but you definitely should be
Kevin's
changing
not
it.
name a Kevin that's like somebody.
Do you want to get any more
Kevin
issues?
Durant, but that's a black Kevin. Like name a white Kevin
Kevin
that's
Smith?
something. Huh?
Kevin
Smith?
Bacon.
Kevin James.
Kevin James, Kevin Smith.
Kevin James.
Kevin
Yeah, but
Hart.
still, Kevin James confuses you because it's 2 first names. Kevin Hart, black. I'm talking about white Kevins.
I was just trying to see if Kevin was listening.
In the
talking-
last 100 years, Kevin is the 23rd most popular name.
That's high.
What's number 1? Steve? Williams?
John.
James, John, Robert, Michael, William, David, Richard, Joseph, Thomas, and Charles.
Man names. What is Kevin surrounded
Charles
by? Like
definitely a white
Chad
name.
and
Joshua and Brian are above and below.
exactly.
They love highlighting things for you, Kevin.
I still can't see.
What's that? 1 million people are named Kevin?
Ronald. George, we're after George. Like, George is the biggest fucking piece of shit name. Curious George. Like, it's a fucking dumb name, George. George Bush. What do you think of dumb? George Washington. Back then it was something. Kenneth Andrew. Stephen, not even spelled properly. The proper Stephen is...
20.
Proper Stephen is Donald Duck, Anthony, 14. See, those are better names. My son's name is... Like, that's a fucking man's name. John, Michael, William, David. Men.
Anything else you want to get off your chest?
This is Grandpa Kevin. He still sounds like he's sucking dick. Grandpa
I went from
Kevin.
being a little boy to gay. I went down. I'm a gay little boy.
You're a gay Jew.
gay little boy Jew.
I'm not sure if you're Jewish, but you're definitely gay.
Oh, it's a fucking shit name. Like, even now when they bring me up Kevin Brennan, it sounds like, I'm going to read my book report.
So why didn't you change your name then?
Because I didn't have the sense. My show is about helping people. I couldn't help myself. But now I didn't have the balls. I'm trying to give you the balls to fucking get rid of your fucking last name and change your first name.
Get rid of the last name. Change the first name.
I would change your name
Wait, what would it be?
LeBron James.
I might have trouble getting that website.
No, you don't worry about it. They go, oh, that's the white LeBron James. Like, you guys got to be catchy. Like these fucking twats, Carrie Carabas and what's her name? Patty Rossborough. I said to him, I go, they're going to do a podcast, and they go, we're going to call it Chick Chat. I'm like, why don't you just shoot a fucking bullet in your head? Like, what do you want? Nobody wants to hear a show called Chick Chat. It sounds like a fucking, I said, call it Two Tired Twats, because that's what they are. That's everyone. It's
Your
like
business cards say comedian or they say life coach?
life coach is more
Motivational
appropriate.
speaker.
Yeah. I don't know if you announced it yet, but they're still trying to figure you out.
Two tired twats with it's a big show. Guys we fucked. Ken, could you imagine back in your day having a podcast? Well, you can't even imagine a podcast.
Kevin's like one big pause button. You say whatever you want, and then back to Kevin. There's no dialogue here. It's just monologue. He opens up, makes fun of you.
Acknowledges what you say.
Two tired
Back to Kevin.
twats. They go, no, well, it's something. I go, but that's the way it's got to be. You got to be catchy. There's too much content. You got to stand out. On your album cover, I would just have where.
Oh, it's gonna be a dick.
No, the Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers, they had a zipper on the album cover. You should have like a floppy dick hanging out of your.
I knew it was
got
gonna
the
be a dick.
open zipper and a dick hanging out.
Well, it's him in the high school band. I mean,
Better, even better. Have you fucking that band or something? Like you gotta. It's a popular show. Not Two Tired Twats. That's far from popular because it's not. No one's even doing it.
2.5 Men.
I want to do it.
Somebody's starting that today.
No, but there's a show called Cumtown, and they spell it Cumtown, C-U-M Town. And it's a popular show. I never listen because I don't have time. I don't even have time to listen to my own. Anyway, Cumtown, another popular show. Guys We Fucked. Guys We Fucked. So it's like, why would you listen to it? Well, you're going to want to listen to Guys We Fucked. You're going to want to listen to Cumtown. You're going to want to listen. What are they talking about? Cum?
I would imagine.
Like how much can you talk about cum? It's
better
sticky. It tastes funny. Like how many things can you say? No, I taste my own. When I jerk off, I taste it sometimes to make sure I'm eating right. Anyway, we all do that.
I love how you said "Cumtown" and then pointed to Ken on the couch.
Oh, because Ken.
Salt in my diet, Kevin. Too much salt.
Because because this kind of talk is crazy for a guy of his generation. And that's why Patty didn't want to do it because she's like, well, I can't. I got kids. Your kids are fucking old. Your kids are 20-something. But she's like a lady. I'm a lady, so I don't want to call my show Two Tired Twats. But the thing about Two Tired Twats, everybody thinks they're two tired twats. When you were coming up, didn't you feel like two tired twats? It's almost like Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect. Everybody thinks I get no respect. Everybody thinks they're two tired twats. Right? Does the crew, you guys feel like two tired twats?
All the time.
Pretty much.
Definitely.
Everybody does.
In unison.
Even when you're by yourself, I feel like two tired twats. You would just listen, because you'd be like, what do the two tired twats have to talk about? Joel, the fact that you're not even calling these people right now, and you call yourself a fucking manager, get on the phone. Get on the ringer, as they call it back in the day, right, Ken?
I manage Kevin. You're my life coach. To see how this works.
I'm changing my name to
So you-
Two Tired Twats. That's what my name's gonna be.
There's a show called Two Dope Queens. I was going to call my new show Two Dope Kings and just be me. And people are like, he can't do that. But I just did.
Keep 'em guessing.
But I just did. I call him, I'm one dude, I call it One Dope King or whatever
sidekick.
Whatever
No
spin-off.
co-host.
Yeah, whatever spin-off you want to, you can just do whatever the fuck you want. There's no rules. And all you got to do is stand out. All you got to do is that's all you got to do. I don't know if Cumtown's good. People say it's good. I did I did Guys We Fucked.
Just keeps wanting to say Two Tired
I did
Twats.
Guys We Fucked. And first of all, you don't have to
How'd that
call
go?
it Two Tired Twats. You call it Three T's. After a while, did you listen to Three T's?
Triple T.
I did Guys We Fucked. It was fine. They're lovely ladies, but I didn't fuck them. But people still listen. It's like it was number 4 in the fucking. She showed me on her phone. She had a fucking twat phone.
Yeah, but Guys We Fucked appeals to guys who are horny, so they think they're gonna hear sex stories from chicks.
It don't matter. It's you want them to listen at the beginning, and then after a while they're like, whatever. Then they get in the habit of listening, or they, like I said to my fans from MLC, just you don't even have to listen. Just sign
Subscribe.
up. Sign up. Get your fucking grandma to sign up. Just get everyone to sign up. Nobody checks to see if they're listening. No, there's no fucking at the end of the week. There's no quiz to see if you listen to fucking Two Tired Twats.
I got PayPal sending me emails. Don't forget Kevin this month.
I don't know what he said, but listen, yeah. Speaking of that, you guys got to donate because I gotta. I forgot this is not the right show. No, I couldn't even pay Adam this week because I fucking didn't have enough in my PayPal account to pay Adam. It's annoying. Then I got to go out of pocket because Adam. You know the whole story about Adam.
No.
You don't listen to my show then, Joel.
I do listen to your show.
Who's Adam?
Adam's the guy that runs your board.
Okay, well, Adam now he works for fucking Riotcast, stole him from me, so he does a couple shows over there that may or may not be popular, and so they're paying him because he does a good job. They found him through me.
Right, I
They're
know.
paying him now, and then he was working for Two Tired Twats. They were paying him, so now I got to pay him. I mean, I want to throw him a couple of bucks, but
You wanted a finder's fee or referral.
No, but I mean, at first he was doing it because he was helping me and he was great, and but everybody else was paying him, so I couldn't be like Adam, I mean, I basically turned you on all these people, I don't want to be a fucking dick like that, So plus,
you mentioned it.
I was getting donations, so whatever. Anyway, can we call Coob? Yeah, is he on the line? Why don't you guys cough so they know you're here? Holy shit, you guys are quiet.
I'm fucking here.
Oh, Coob.
Yo, what's up? You sound fucking crazy.
You listening?
Yeah, I'm listening to.
Oh, you're on the. They had you on delay.
I guess so.
On what's that guy? The congressman, Bob DeLay, Ken DeLay. That's a good name too. Ken DeLay. He's a congressman. He got busted. He was dirty. Tom DeLay. Wasn't
Why
even
don't you pay
close.
Adam?
Rattlesnake.
What is Ken higher than is Kenneth higher than Kevin on the fucking name board? Wouldn't that be the shizzle? Kenneth.
Yep, 20.
Oh my God! And you say it's popular. Kevin is a
popular.
shit name. Kenneth is ahead of Kevin.
Pointed out to you.
top
10
25
minutes.
names.
Motherfucker, Kenneth.
Listen, Joel. I pointed that out 10 minutes ago.
We should have had you up on the fucking
I'm
desk.
I'm not in show business.
Okay, Coob, Officer Coob. He's a cop in Ocean City, New Jersey. Exit 30, exit 25 on the Garden State Parkway. I met him. He actually pulled me over. That's how I met him. He pulled me over. I was coming over the 9th Street Bridge, and it was 2:00 in the morning. So, and then Ocean City, you guys all know this. I'm telling the fans, the 3 fans. So Ocean City is a dry town. Dry mean you can't get alcohol. Could you imagine?
But the liquor stores deliver.
Okay, Joel,
yeah.
don't confuse the listener. Anyway, Ocean City's a dry town. But the town they're connected to, Summers Point, is the opposite of a dry town. It's all bars and fucking liquor stores. And the bars close there at 2:00. So I was coming over the bridge from Summers Point to Ocean City at 2 a.m. I was stone cold sober. That's actually what it looks like. I was stone cold sober, and but he assumed I wasn't, because of course it's 2:00 in the morning. I was coming from Atlantic City where I was playing in a poker tournament, which I came in 4th, so I was pissed because I should have won. Anyway, so I was in a little erratic mood. I come over the bridge. The lights go on, of course, because there's nobody else around. It's 2 a.m. It's warm out, but it's not the season yet. It's like early June or whatever. He pulls me over. He comes up to the car. He goes, I say to him, because I'm stone cold sober. So I go, give me a breathalyzer. He goes, I didn't think you were drinking. I go, what's the problem then? He goes, well, you weren't maintaining your lane on the bridge. I go, I was the only car on the bridge. What do you give a shit if I'm maintaining? I go, there's 2 fucking lanes. I'm supposed to be like rigid, because if I'm in the outside right lane, like I could hit something there or whatever.
You led
like,
a stop.
Huh?
You led a police stop with "Give me a breathalyzer."
Yeah, because I was letting him know, like, I got no time for this bullshit. Like, let's do this shit now.
That's something.
Like, I don't want to play your fucking cop games.
Kevin, did you lead it with "Give me a breathalyzer" or that I was an asshole? Which one did you lead it with?
No, I led it with "Give me a breathalyzer." You go, I didn't stop you for that. And then he goes, well, let me get your license. And plus, I was like 2 blocks from my house, so I was a little cocky because I knew I could walk. Like if he shot the tires out of my car or whatever, I could walk. And the McDonald's is right there, and the Wawa's right there. So anyway, so he's getting all this, like, he called for backup because again, this Ocean City, they got nothing else to do. So I'm like a big deal to them, I'm like fucking Al Capone. Anyway, so I'm there.
This came in 4th.
Al Capone, right? That's even more popular than Kevin. Anyway, so he calls for backup. Then he gives me like 4 or 5 tickets, blah blah blah, and then he's, So then I go, where's the? I go.
You like poker, so you got 5.
So then I go, I'm gonna go to the, I'm gonna go to the police station right now and report you because this whole thing's a joke. So he goes, okay. So then he pulls off. He makes the illegal U-turn on 9th Street or on West Avenue. So he beats me to the cop station. I get to the cop station. Him and his buddy are laughing. I go, wow, it was real funny, huh? Because I know they're laughing at me. So then I go he goes, his buddy, his sergeant goes, go into the witness room and I'll take your statement. So instead of his buddy comes in, the cop who arrested me comes in. Now I think he's going to beat the shit out of me. He's going to teach me a lesson.
Tell him.
So
were
then
scared.
he goes in there. He goes, you know what? He goes, he goes, you're a comedian, right? I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, I think I saw you on TV. I go, yeah, you probably did, you piece of shit pig. Anyway, I didn't say that. I go, yeah, because then I know I'm like off the hook, you know. So then he's ripping up the tickets. It's like a big fucking joke. He's ripping up the tickets. Like we're all buddies now. Now he's my.
Yeah, but you got to back it up. You guys are looking at him right now, right? He's a fucking lunatic. I made fun of his car. I think that's what set you off.
Yeah, he did.
We didn't figure out just now. Yeah.
01 Saturn. An 01
Yeah,
Saturn.
he was 01 Saturn. I'm almost 6'3". He's looking up at me, all pasty white and sweaty and shit. I didn't know what was going on, and literally started cursing me out from the minute I walked up to the car. Out of his fucking mind.
It's good to hear the other side of the story.
Yeah, right. Out of his fucking mind. Picture his head looking back, like sticking out of that little tiny car. I think I asked if he had a sister's car or something like that.
No wonder you're so pissed off at comics.
Oh, he did make fun of my
cars.
Saturn. I remember he made fun of my Saturn. I go, you can make fun of my car? Like I didn't know he could do that. I didn't thought that was
something
like
a Linwood cop would do.
huh?
Something a Linwood cop would do.
Well, they're all the same. What do you mean that some a Linwood cop would do?
I met Officer Koob when I was the administrator in Linwood.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
No. So anyway, so then now we're all friends, right, Coob?
Yeah, we're all friends now. Yep.
Okay, so then reason I had him call in today is because I got pulled over. I got a ticket on Thursday when I was coming home from this gig. Like I had to do this gig on Thursday night in the Catskills, and then Friday was raining, and I had to get the car back because it was a rental, and so I was on 17. You know 17 up there?
17,
You've
yeah.
probably done a lot of shit gigs up there on 17 in the Catskills. Anyway, so I'm on 17, and it's a 2-lane highway. Like it's a heavily traveled thoroughfare, but it's only 2 lanes, you know. So I see this truck pulling away. The truck's ahead of me, and it's switching lanes. So I'm like, that's kind of weird. It's switching lanes because it's pouring rain. So when I can finally see, I see there's a fucking police car with the lights on. So I'm about to switch lanes too, but then I see the car that he pulled over was leaving. So I'm like, he's not gonna get out. I'm not gonna fucking hit his door when he opens the door. Anyway, and so I don't switch lanes. Okay. So then I'm driving. He gets behind me. I'm like, yeah, I'm driving the speed limit because it's pouring rain. Then the light goes on. His siren go whatever the whatever. What do you call it, Coop, when your light goes on? Your fucking police light.
Yeah, police light. Good job. That was perfect.
Anyway, so the police light, that's what you guys call it? I turn my police light on?
You're supposed to get in the left-hand lane.
It's not the siren. What's the opposite? No kidding, Joel. What are you, Captain Obvious? I knew that anyway, but again, it's a 2-lane highway, so I might get killed switching lanes because it's pouring rain. And it's a fucking rental, and the car's a smart car, so it does whatever the fuck it wants. Like, when it senses traffic, it slows down. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? Because I'm not hitting the brake. The whole way up, I was like, what the fuck's happening with this fucking Japanese car? Anyway, so then I don't switch lanes. I think you just switch lanes as a courtesy, you know? So then he pulls me over, and, you know, I see the cop on the right side coming up the right side window. He's black. So I'm like, I'm going to get it now. So I'm looking at him. I roll down my side window and the passenger side, and then there's a tap on my window, and they're two bagging me. What do you call it, Coop, when 2 cops approach the car?
It's called 2 cops approach the car.
All right. Anyway.
That was a good setup, solid punchline.
Coop's killing him with these
Punchline, right?
fucking.
Rim
You're a
shot.
control room laughing in there.
So anyway, so they come up. The guy goes, "You know why I stopped you?" I'm like, "You smelled the pot in the glove compartment." Like, is that what?
Oh God.
No, I didn't say nothing. But it's like, why are they? Why you can play these fucking 30 questions? What? Tell me, it's raining. Tell me why you stopped me. You know why I stopped you?
Officer Koob, why do you ask those questions?
What question is that? Why did you stop me?
Yeah. Do you know why I stopped you?
Yeah, we asked that question just to see if they really knew what they did. Or actually, to be honest with you, see what the demeanor of the person is. Because when we pull people over, the intent's not to give them a ticket, really. But Kevin's such an asshole, he gets a ticket every time.
That's a lie.
Oh, the intent is always to give a ticket unless you got beautiful, bouncy tits. And then it's open for interpretation.
I thought you were gonna say blue eyes like you have.
So anyway, yeah, I wouldn't take off my glasses even though it was raining. No,
Now,
people
Will,
always
you want to engage him in conversation.
people
man,
always
in case
think
you
I'm
smell
drunk.
something
I
in the
wanted the
car.
guy. I think he thought I was drunk because I was talking with a bit of a drunk thing, and I slur my words or whatever. Plus there was
I remember names, stories.
Yeah, there was a casino there, and he thought maybe because somebody was telling me the casino like right in Monticello, and he said maybe he thought I was gambling all night. I was drunk. I don't know. I actually wanted him to give me a breathalyzer just for the shits and giggles. Like I should have said to him like maybe I should have implied I was drunk. Like yeah, you
Gambled anyway. You didn't move in the left-hand lane. You wanted to see if he was going to pull it over.
Exactly.
He pulled you over.
When he pulled me over, he said, I stopped you because I'm drunk. Like that's what I'll say next time. The next time I'm sober, do you know I stopped you because I'm hammered?
Not to handle cop stops.
Drunk.
With
I'm
Kevin
drunk
Brennan.
like Dean Martin at a Dean Martin roast. So anyway, so then he goes, okay, let me get your. I said, he goes, where are you coming from? And I'm on no sleep. So I got to get so he goes, where are you coming from? I go, the gig. I said Villa Roma, but it always sounds, even to me, it sounds suspicious, like I'm a bad person because I'm city folk. So then he goes, let me check your blah, blah, blah. He comes back, makes me wait. He comes back, then he goes, here's the ticket. He goes, you got to pay this, blah, blah, blah. I go, how much? I go, what? I go, how much is the so I go, wait a second. I go, there's only one, it's a 2-lane highway. So you want me to, in the pouring rain, you want me to switch lanes and maybe get killed? And he goes, well, you want me to get killed? I go, why someone got to get killed? How about I stay in my lane and then you fucking, whatever. So then the guy goes, I go, how much is the ticket? The guy goes, I'm not sure. It depends what town we're in right now. And what, I go, is it like 20,000? He goes, it's not that much. I go, 25,000? So then he goes, I can't really debate it right now. But now at this point, I'm just making him because maybe he'll get hit by a car, and maybe and at the very least he'll get soaking fucking wet because he's a fucking asshole. If I lived up there, if I lived up there,
got that ticket.
if I lived up there, he wouldn't give me the ticket. But I had my license says Los Angeles, so he's like, where are you coming from? And
Coop was trying to talk to you.
Right, that's what it was. It was your license plate, not your asshole attitude. You probably ripped him up worse than this, man. He would have walked up there and just given you a warning if you were cool.
I was cool. I didn't say I didn't
incredible.
disrespect him. I didn't disrespect him until after. Once I had the ticket, I'm like, I'm getting my money's worth, officer piece of shit.
Oh my god!
And then I said to the black cop, "Isn't this ironic? You giving me a white guy a ticket and you're black?"
I bet he liked that too.
No, I didn't say that because he didn't even come back to the car. I wish he had come back to the car. I'd be like, "Where'd you play football?"
Get out the car.
I'm gonna get that videotape. I'm gonna call those boys up there see if I can get that videotape.
So anyway, hopefully we're getting the ticket fixed. Hopefully we're getting the ticket fixed. A
Like all
friend
your
of
other
the
ones.
a friend of my podcasting abilities is the NYPD. So he goes, well, we can probably help you out because he said he'll see what I can do because you're a comedian, you do benefits for cops and blah blah blah. So whatever,
How much was the
Right.
ticket?
I don't know. I just sent it to him. So he said, speed is of the essence. So I think you got to do something before it gets in the system, Coob, for the ticket.
Yeah, things can get worked out. Yeah, it's a little more difficult nowadays, but things can get worked out.
But even if he's not a state police, he can maybe know somebody and they can tell him. I mean, it's not like I did it's not like a big infraction. Like I'm not like OJ, killed a couple of people. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's a ticket that doesn't usually get written, but somehow you got it written to you.
Yeah, it doesn't get written, right? Doesn't it usually not get written?
Yeah, but you got it, so that's pretty good. Good job.
And then here's the thing:
That's
as I'm waiting there, I was counting all the cars that were going past me in the closer lane, the right lane. So when he came back, I go like 20 cars were in this lane while your lights were on. He goes, I know, but I'm giving you a ticket. I'm like, yeah. So I go, that's all you do all day? You give somebody a ticket and then everybody passes and then you give the next guy the ticket? And like that's all you do? That's your fucking day? I mean, I thought my life was a waste of time. You just sit around and when your life
It was just
whose life was that? So but the guy's like, yeah. I go, yeah, because people don't know the law. You pig, P-I-G. Never call him a pig, I just kept spelling it. You Pete? No, I didn't. I never call them because I like cops. I like cops for the most part. But when they fucking gang up on me, when I have no shot because I look like a fucking degenerate. I mean, I got no sleep. I bombed that night. At the
No way.
fucking
You
gig.
always say that. You never bomb.
I bombed. No, you know what happened?
You didn't bomb last time.
No, you know what happened? I was doing this gig. I had to do an hour, and the guy goes, and I said to my agent, I go, can I bring somebody up to give me a ride? Can I bring somebody up to open for me? They go, they don't want that. I go, what do they give a shit? If I pay them out of my pocket, because then I don't. Otherwise, I got to rent a car. I got to drive myself. It's a fucking long drive. It's like, you know, in New York, it took like 4 hours to get up there. So then I go up there, I'm a little tired. Then there's like a band playing before me, and the head of the band goes, yeah, I've been doing this for years. He goes, oh, they always love the comic. I go, you know, you just fucking jinxed me. You just totally jinxed me. I said it to the guy, because don't tell me everybody fucking kills, because then I can't win. Because if I kill, everybody kills, and if I don't kill, I'm a fucking failure. So then he goes, then the guy, Doc Holliday, I don't even know if that's his real name or that's a good name for you, Kevin Israel,
Switch it to
Doc
Doc
Holliday.
Holliday.
So Doc Holliday, he's telling me who's there all the time. He goes, there's a lot of activities here. You know, it's like that fucking movie, Dirty Dancing, where it's like there's a bunch and they're all running around and they're all having a good time. No, it's mostly Italians, and Vic DiPotato's there like every other week or whatever. So you know, the point is that the guy's like, oh, you know, and then I said, well, there's a lot of other activities. He goes, yeah, and they're all free. This is the only one they pay for. So again, I'm like, I'm feeling a lot of pressure. I got to do an hour. No one's there to warm up. I can't even. So I start, and the crowd's just staring at me. I'm like, I got to do an hour with this shit. They're just
Clean
staring.
too, probably, right?
No, you can work dirty. That's why they book me. But it's like. No, but still, it's like I got to do an hour with these fucking motherfuckers. You know, to make fun of the only time I really was getting laughs just when somebody walked through, I would make fun of what they were wearing. You know, and then they're like, ah, but they weren't a good crowd, and I'm thinking like, and then on the way home I got a ticket, so I got to rent a car, pay a commission, get a ticket.
It was a good night.
I could have made more money fucking staying home and tasting my own jizz. And then I had a gig. It was Vinny Brand's birthday. It was Vinny Brand's birthday, and I was gonna do it. I could have done his thing for half the money, but it would have been the same money after all the fucking expenses.
And your trouble, and
And that fucking car, the smart cars. I mean, come on, man. How smart do we need the cars to be?
And Vinny would have let you bring your own opener. Good talk, Kevin. Thank you so much.
So, Coob, what do you
Kevin.
got? What do you got? No, for real, Coob. You think I'm a menace? Or I just had bad luck?
Tell him the time you sprayed the cop with a garden hose, and I got you out of that jam.
Oh yeah.
Well, I didn't think he was your
Tell him
cop.
that
I
one.
thought he was your next door neighbors.
Yeah, no,
No, it escalated.
No, one time I was having a problem with my neighbor. I'm always having problems with my neighbors though. You know why? Because I got a little
Temper.
no, and what's that thing where you got like
Road rage.
the half feels and McCoys? Like once I see somebody I don't like them, like I
Got
can't.
a feud going on with them?
Like I can't. Like when I lived in Ocean City,
Well,
I
in his
did.
head, there's a feud, yeah.
So it was pretty vicious because it was like there was the guy next to me had an old house, and then he had a shanty behind it, and he would rent it out to whomever. So I would always have problems with the people in the back because the big house guy, he was never around, but he would just rent to anybody. He doesn't give a shit. He didn't have to deal with it. You know what I mean? It wasn't in their house. It was just a little shack near the alley, and they would rent to Russians, and they're bad people, and then and Russian prostitutes and. So I got into this fight. I had this ongoing thing with this guy, and then I guess the cops were there one time, Coop, and I was trying to hose down the guy, and I got a cop or something. Or
I don't think you were trying to. I think you were hosing him down.
I think you were hosing the cop down. And
first of all, if you live in a beach town, you get hosed down as a cop. Is that really like a big deal? Because it's a fucking water town anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's an island.
Kevin would call the police and go, "Can they sit on their porch and talk?" We're like, "Yeah, they can sit on their porch and talk, Kevin." That's the kind of shit he would call about. It was fucking.
What would he say?
You would call the police and be like, "Yeah, can my neighbors like sit outside and talk and smoke cigarettes?" We're like, "We're pretty sure they can do that." It's
Yeah, at
America,
4 in the morning. At 4 in the morning.
Come on.
No, Coop would come over because he was on. He would come over because in the middle of the night he's got nothing to do, so he would come over. I would meet him outside. I'd be like, these motherfuckers are out there just talking. But it's loud. When it's in the middle of the night, it's loud.
Disturbing the peace.
It's right near my bedroom, and whatever. You'd have to see the house to understand like exactly what the problem was. But instead of, I should have just switched. I should have slept on the other side of the house because we had a bedroom over there. But for some reason, I think it's like I like to think like.
No, you never would shut your fucking windows. You never would put your air on.
Yeah, no, I probably close my windows, but you could still hear them because they're Russian whores. So if I slept on the other side of the house, I wouldn't have heard them. Yeah, the Russian whores who work on the boardwalk.
What's going on in your town?
And that's how Kevin would say hi to him. He'd be like, "How you doing, whore?" and walk into his house. Like he.
No, one time I said to a guy, I go, "How's your whore girlfriend doing?"
Where'd they work? Manco and Manco?
And then he chased me, and I ran into my car, my Saturn.
Right, Coop?
And then when you went to court, you ended up defending yourself.
Yeah, I defended myself.
I heard Manco.
Yeah, that's where the whores were working at Manco and Manco.
Man, it's not Manco. Is it Manco?
Oh, Manco is
all
gone.
Dudes. All dudes up there.
Where? No, we're talking about like on the boardwalk, because on the boardwalk they have to hire.
Yeah, the boardwalk. Yeah, a lot of the kids come over on those work visas.
All right, so Coop, you think it's me or you think it's just bad luck?
Let me think. No, I think it's you.
I don't even know you, and I can tell you it's you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think I gotta. My wife thinks I gotta take anger management class, but like, how much is that? Do you have to pay?
You didn't say that recently, probably years ago, right?
No, but she thinks like now after the guy headbutted me in the lobby. Did you hear about the headbutting in the
Kevin,
lobby?
wait, Kevin. No, you didn't tell the guys. You didn't finish the story. So, can I finish the story?
Absolutely.
The
That's your
Russian horror
version.
story?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, it's the truth. So it all blows up one night, and he goes outside, and the guys are like getting ready to kick his ass.
Your version of story. So split my wig. Do you guys know what that means? Split my wig?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Bust your head wide open.
Okay. So anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, one night this is in September. This is like middle of September. So you think the partying's done. You think you're finally done with it. But one of the whores was getting married so she could stay in the country. So they were having like a bachelor party. And it was like literally the middle of September. So I thought I was done. Like once Labor Day comes, you're like, we're done with these fucking dirty people.
It turns out they got the year-round rental.
So anyway, so I go to it's noisy. It's like 4 a.m. So I go and there's a lot of people. So I go downstairs, and it turns out the shack is right near like where like the front porch of this little shack. They have a little front porch with a couple of chairs, but that's where people come out to smoke cigarettes. And people smoke cigarettes. They think they got a lot of personality and they got to be heard. Blah blah blah. And they're all chatty.
I can't wait to hear your opening line.
So I go down, and it's like 4 a.m. It's late. I go down, and they're like, "How you doing?" I go, "Oh, pretty good." So
yeah, right.
I turn on the nozzle. No, because I didn't want to tip them off. I turn on the nozzle of the hose.
Jeez.
So they should have been suspicious, but they're drunk. So I just start hosing them down, the people on the thing. So then they're mad, because they're getting hosed down. They're trying to smoke cigarettes. So
then 1960s.
They're mad.
Then all these people, it was like a fucking clown car. All these people are coming out of this little house because most of them were inside partying. So they all come pouring out, and then I'm standing there with my, what the fuck are these guys? I'm standing there with my hose, and all you got to do to stop somebody who's spraying with a hose is bend the fucking hose cord. So somebody does this, and then my wife hears the ruckus, and she and she was bilingual, so that's why so.
I don't just listen to the show; I listen to you, Kevin.
Nuts.
So that's what happened. So I told my wife last night. I go, I might have issues, but I'm not going to be bullied. Why should I be bullied? Joel, Ken.
Gonna make call.
I mean, you have a gun. You're a cop. You're used to being the bully. So it's like you get to a point where you're like, if I'm so
fucking live, brother. You get headbutted. Every one of your conversations almost ends in a headbutt, dude. It's not fucking good, brother.
First of all, if I'm sober, I know this for a fact. If you're sober, you can do whatever you want with the cops. Like you can't touch them.
Yeah, cool.
But they want you to be sober. You could be driving down the street, see a cop car, drive right into the cop car if you're sober. And then you can go, I'm a bad driver.
Yeah.
But if you're drunk, you're fucked. So stay sober and do whatever the fuck you want. That's my policy.
Yep. Life coach, Kevin Brennan.
When the cops pull me over, they go, "Are you drunk?" I go, "I don't know. I'm so drunk, I don't know if I'm drunk." And then they give me a breathalyzer. I go, "You're stone cold sober." I'm like, exactly like that wrestler.
Also,
stone cold
always
sober.
wear sunglasses.
Always wear
indoors.
sunglasses and never take them off.
Yep.
And represent
That whole
yourself.
summer,
Don't make
that
eye
whole
contact.
summer, I would get phone calls. That whole
Oppose
summer, I
your
got
neighbors.
phone calls
Yep.
about him, man. It was brutal, fucking brutal. They'd be like, "We got your friend again."
They did
Kevin's up
arrest.
to it
They
again.
did arrest me one time.
Always pay your water bill so you can hose your
He
neighbors
was one
down.
of the good cops, and he still couldn't
Yeah.
get through to you.
He's one of the good guys.
He is.
The cops in Ocean City, I have to say, the cops in Ocean City are very helpful. But you know, they have a lot of free time. It's not like a lot of murders, you know.
Jesus Christ, Kevin.
What do you mean?
That's it. That's just traffic stops and murders.
No, I said there's not a lot happens in Ocean City. Coop, what's the last time it happened? Something happened for real. He'll make up something.
I got to
Listen.
Talk about jinxing something.
I'm actually pulling up to work right now. I got a good one. Going on. Detective Bureau stuff, man.
Oh, you can't
tell you, I gotta
can't
kill you,
snitch it
but-
out.
I got a good one. It involves a gun. I got a good one.
Oh, a gun. That
go. And
sounds
it's not-
scary.
And listen. It
That's just
doesn't
like
involve
Law and
you.
Order,
It's a fucking
remember?
miracle.
When they couldn't find that gun, and the black guy got it.
That was the movie Clue.
I had to tell him, didn't
All right, Coob. Thanks a
All
lot.
right, guys, be safe. Take care.
Be safe.
Take care, buddy.
He's always saying like, when can I come up and do your show? I go, you'll never come up. And here's another thing cops do. They speed like motherfuckers. He picked me up at the airport one time. He was driving like on the AC Expressway, 90 miles an hour. And then he got pulled over. A cop comes up. He shows him his badge. He goes, okay, be safe. I'm like, be safe. I'm like white knuckle because we're going so fast. I go, why are you driving so fast? He goes, because I can. Because they're above the law. Cops are above the law. You show them your fucking badge. The other cops are like, God bless. You want a fucking police escort?
he? Driving with Joel.
It's unbelievable. And then I was on it. Here's the exact opposite of that. I was on the fucking subway today on the A train. The gymnastic, the subway gymnastic team. You ever see that?
Yep.
They get on the train and then they start doing their fucking
pole
gymnastic things. And then they're real loud. They're not even good. So they're like, you give after they're done, they're like, tip us out because we could be asking for your money in a much different way. I'm like, they got a good point.
That was their sales pitch.
Yes.
We could be mugging you.
Yeah, we could be
Just give it
robbing
to
you.
us.
So we gave you a
Instead, we did some
show.
flips.
If you want to do it the easy way, let's do it the easy way. If you want to do it the hard way, we'll just pull out our fucking 45s or whatever, or just beat the shit out of you. And
They
there
should
was
give you that option up front.
Yeah.
Do you want to get mugged or do you want to see a show?
They listen to your
show.
show because they say, please donate. So they took a line from you.
But I thought, good for them. Raul, whatever the fuck his name was.
They yell at you for getting your bicycle out of the way.
I was obstructing. Oh, the best thing was they must work on his move because the one guy kept doing a move so close to the guy's face, and the guy was just acting like.
Are you saying they practice? Of course they practice. They don't just come down the subway and be like, let's have a gymnastics team.
You flip.
These
I can flip.
outfits.
You can flip too. Let's go do it.
No, but he did.
240 pounds. I can't flip.
No, but he did it in an angle where he was like literally like an inch or two from this guy's face as he's spinning on one of the fucking poles. So they practice it, but the guy was like the guy who the guy seated was pretending like I'm fine, like he's looking at his phone like please kick him in the face, please fuck up your routine.
A sneaker went an inch
Yeah,
from
because
his face.
then they'd be like, oh yeah, because I would at least backed up and been like,
Would you give him money for that?
I would have given money except I was holding my bike.
You're all debit and credit.
No, yeah, I'm. You guys have a swipe.
explain the paywall.
You guys take that. You guys know how to work a chip.
Yeah, you got
Told them.
Do you guys
the
have
cube?
Square?
Yeah. Do you guys have the? You guys have PayPal?
Yeah, paywall. Did you
'Cause I'll give it to you right
Venmo
after.
you.
Yeah.
No, but they were. I mean, they were thugs. But here's the thing, because I thought they would get off when the show was done, and they wouldn't get off. And then they're so loud. I'm like, oh my god, they're so fucking loud. They're like they're having a conversation, but they're screaming at each other, and then they're talking about different moves. I'm like, it's just like it's totally
You just don't like loud noise. I see a trend in all your stories.
Or I'd like to see
Neighbors, the subway.
No, I'd like to see gymnast. I mean,
You should move to Montana.
I'd like to see subway.
Ask me to jump in at any time.
I'd like to see.
You don't wear headphones in the subway?
No, I'd
Soon
like to
as-
see subway. I'd like to see subway gymnastic Olympics, where it's like a subway car and it's like half filled with people. Because you can't do it if it's full because there's no room.
I love how you made a comment and he still stares at me.
What was your comment? A lot of times I don't hear what my guests are
Didn't hear
saying.
anything.
Yeah.
I'm not the best host because I don't even listen. No, but what'd you say, Joel? What'd
No, Kevin talked. You looked at me.
you say, Kevin?
You don't wear headphones in the subway.
No, you wear headphones?
As soon as I get I
Yeah,
don't
but
want
that's
to
like
listen to people.
To me, that's like a girl thing. I think like I want to listen to my podcast.
No,
You
I don't
know,
want to
like-
listen to all these people. I don't want to listen to them asking me for money.
Yeah, but
As soon
I
as
want
you
to.
put- and they know when they see the headphones on and you're looking down, they leave you alone. He's
Who?
somewhere else.
The
Any of those
gymnastic
people,
guys?
any of those.
But Kevin likes confrontation.
No, I want.
you want that
We learned
moment.
nothing from
You want
today.
that.
Kevin doesn't wear headphones because how's he going to jump
Yeah.
in?
How can I hose somebody off if I didn't hear them?
What,
If he was wearing headphones, they wouldn't have anything on. They're just props.
That's true. I've done that. Or just headphones, because then the people
Sir,
think
your
people
headphones
think
aren't
I'm
plugged
not-
into anything.
You don't even have an iPhone.
Dangling down there.
Sometimes I just have them dangling.
Your headphones aren't even plugged into anything.
Because
I can see you doing that.
Sir, those are headphones from 1984.
Yeah.
Here's me on the subway. I'm like, these guys are so fucking annoying. It's so like I was actually getting nauseous because they were so loud. Like, and then I'm thinking like, but wait, I can talk about this on my show.
Right, so save it.
Because in the past they'd be like, God damn it, what the? And I'm like, wait, I can talk about my show. That's why I can't. What am I gonna get if I put headphones on? You know what I mean? Nothing. Nothing's gonna happen if I have headphones on. Even when the cop pulled me over upstate, I was like, that motherfucker. And then when the cop was pulling me over, he was like, he wanted, they always want you to go first, but I couldn't see because he was right behind me. So I'm like, I kept going like, and then I was going like, you go, and he's like, go, you go, and I go, and I almost gave him the finger, like no, because I was gonna pretend like I didn't know which finger I was using.
How many fights do you premeditate in your head?
So then
All of them?
I'm like, go. And then I'm pointing at the cars. I'm like counting the cars that are passing on the inside lane. And he's just like, go. I'm like, no, you fucking go. So I made him go, and I won.
Started
I won
counting
that.
with his fingers, middle finger first. 1, 2, 3,
Kevin
4,
won that
5.
confrontation. He
No, I won
one.
that
No-
confrontation because
no
I made the
headbutt.
cop go first, and then I was gonna fucking follow him at a reasonable speed.
In the left lane.
Yeah, I was gonna wave. They love that when you pull them next to them.
Things that you say, the things that I think, but I don't actually do, but you actually do them.
I know, Joel. Why do you think I'm so healthy? My cholesterol levels have never been lower.
What's your blood pressure?
No, I don't have that checked. But anyway, No, the thing is, my wife's like, you can't. I go, listen, I can't. I'm gonna get some bumps and bruises along the way, but I can't. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna
Some headbutts along the way.
No, like
Concussions and broken ribs along the way.
what Coop said. I'm gonna get the ticket anyway. So what? I didn't have
First
any.
night you said you got
attitude.
5.
Huh?
His story and your story of the same event were completely different.
No, he gave me. He did have 4 or 5 tickets.
Oh, you did?
We took pictures with them. This is before Facebook. Oh my God, how many likes would I have gotten on Facebook with the 4 tickets? Facebook's so pathetic. Did you see the picture I took on the show after the show on Thursday?
Just like the picture at my show.
No, I was sitting by myself. Did you see the picture on Facebook?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, you did, Joel. Anyway,
Oh, we talked about it on the way up.
Okay.
why you pretending you didn't see it?
I saw it.
So anyway, I got like 600 likes. I'm like, Facebook's.
Oh, jeez.
No, like if
No, you're the perfect person.
No, if you
for
put a-
Facebook.
if you put a
Facebook
funny
loves
joke-
bitching and moaning, and that's exactly what you do. You bitch
if you put
and
it,
moan.
if you put a funny joke on Facebook, if you put like a funny comment or whatever, it gets like 30 likes. If you put a picture like, I like pictures, I like pictures.
No words.
Whenever I see Bobby Kelly on Instagram, he gets like 2,000 likes. I'm like, people like to see a picture. I like to see Bobby Kelly with a funny video of him eating a sandwich. Like people are 5-year-old kids. They don't want to read. They want to look at pictures.
Your jokes get a lot of likes. Why are you doing that? Oh.
The boss is here, so be funny, Joel. Go kiss his ass, Ken. No, don't.
I'm a subscriber, man.
Oh, I know. You're entitled. You're entitled to a hug for $7.
Times 12.
Kevin tweets at me, Jesus, lower your expectations.
No, what did you say in your thing? Anyway,
What I
the
said.
point is that people, it's all pictures. It's all we live in a fucking picture world. People want to see a picture.
Picture perfect.
That's what
Nobody
it,
has time to read.
no, that's what. Yeah, but they do have time, but they pretend they don't. You have time to read, but you're listening. What do you listen to on the subway? You put in your
music. Don't you listen
I
to
do books on tape.
What are you listening to?
What books?
Boring.
On media.
Yeah, but what do you listen to? Whatever.
No, I listen to books on tape.
And just like what kind of books? So novels or like
Yeah,
information?
Novels.
I can't even imagine reading a novel. I used to, but I can't even imagine. I would just I'd be like, fuck this. It's happening so slow, like at their pace.
That's why listening to it is so much faster.
Are you okay?
I'm not okay officially. All right, so tell me more about yourself then, because I want to sell the shit out of this fucking.
Sell the shit out of it. Yes. Been doing it 16 years. I was a lawyer. Left. Broke my mom's heart. Been doing.
Do they pay for college?
Paid for college, not law school.
So you still have student loans?
Oh yeah.
What are you doing with them?
Paying as little as possible.
And what is the interest rate?
I think on the federal loans, it's not the federal loans isn't bad. I think it's 4.5.
Okay, and what do you see for him in the future? Going to L.A.?
Yeah, hopefully we got a bunch of different.
I mean, hopefully, all you gotta do is buy a ticket.
What do I want to do in LA? It's
Hopefully.
everything's
Hey
here.
Ken, you don't have to if you're laughing, you don't have to fall away from the mic. It's a comedy show, okay? It's not
All
a
right,
fucking.
Ken.
It's not
It's
books
very
on tape, okay? Laugh it up.
On tape.
I love when guys are on the thing and then they laugh and they fall away like they're a fucking Asian lady.
cover up their mouth.
My name's Esther Q. But she laughs like a fucking, like a fucking cackling animal. Anyway, so I shouldn't.
Did you ever compliment anyone on
I
this?
shouldn't have used her as an example. I complimented my son at the beginning of the show. You weren't paying attention?
Sorta.
So are you going to go to L.A.? You're going to go to L.A.? You want to be an actor?
No. No, I don't want to.
That's good. So you just want to be a comedian?
Yep.
What do you like about it? The laughs or the bitches or?
The bitches, yeah, all the bitches I get out of this. Joel,
Get your sloppy seconds?
oh man,
Especially if they're over 60?
everybody knows.
You know, everyone knows.
Everybody knows.
What do you mean? I used to troll bitches for him on the Ocean City Boardwalk.
Yeah.
Joel was seeing a woman in a walker and he goes, she's not old enough.
Are you over 55 and lonely? I got a guy for you.
Well, first of all, he's got no competition.
Well, it's true. It's true.
It's
We spent 2 summers together.
No, it's genius strategy. You know what I mean? If you have no competition, then, like even when I was younger, people would be like, oh, yeah, how about that blonde with big tits? It's like, everybody wants that. It's like, I always went after like fucking Asian and fucking like not blonde with big tits. Cause I'm like, first of all, if you go out with a girl with blonde, big tits, she thinks she's hot. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. But she thinks like a lot of guys want to be with that. I'm like, they just got a lot of attitude. You got to take her to the fucking out to eat. Am I right? Who wants to take a girl out to eat every time? So Joel's thing is like, first of all Joel does is buy those like 6-pack of applesauces and he's good to go. Because he dates women who like a fucking mushy meal.
Jesus Christ. Not that old.
How
call
is the
them early
oldest-
bird specials.
How's the oldest you've ever dated?
I can never date older than my mom. My mom's 64.
That is a huge range.
Is that a T-shirt? I can't date older than my mom. 64. What's the oldest pussy you've ever gone down on? For real. Burning bridges. Come on. You don't have to name names, but what's the oldest pussy?
Yeah, don't
you've
name
eaten?
her name.
And what?
Yeah.
And what did it taste like?
Oh, God.
Did it taste like Lancaster, Pennsylvania?
Oh.
Baby powder.
That's Amish country. Anyway, like how the booth laughs, like they're watching a different show. I get nothing out of you clowns, and the fucking booth is laughing.
Well,
Anyway,
it was too real for me.
So how old?
I wasn't.
I'm waiting for the answer. I
Oh,
can't laugh.
You knew it
'cause-
too, right? Did he tell you, or you figured it out?
What? That
No, I think you
Hey, John Travolta? What?
his proclivity for
Yeah.
yeah, you figure it out.
You guys have both seen me in action. I don't know why you're acting like
Once you've met 3 of his girls and you're like, oh, we brought his aunt to the show. Oh no, that's not his aunt. That's his.
He brought his aunt.
one time we were in upstate New York and I was with Giannis and Giannis was dating a girl at the time and he's like, listen, tell me right now if you have a problem with Joel hooking up with your aunt. It's the last call, because if not, it's game on.
Okay, so
And it happened.
Where were we that we ended up in that room and you had the ladies? It was that weird hotel room and there were a couple of ladies you were trying to entertain and finally was like,
Shining? Was it The Shining?
No, it was Valley Forge, I think.
oh, was it Valley Forge? And finally
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
the
I
king
gotta.
of that, right? Because there's a lot of old people go to that thing, right?
Yeah, well, in general, I think
it's
comedy
not-
fans, I think, are like 35 to 60. It's pretty.
Your fans are. A lot of comedy fans aren't 35 to 60.
Well, I guess it's those.
But
It's my fan club, my following.
no, but that's older.
Typically 35 to 60.
He's molded it that way.
Yeah,
that's all-
my age to my mom's.
Oh my God.
All right, I'll stop.
That's an older age group anyway, right? Valley Forge Casino, because it's not fancy. It's not like they're going for a fancy. They're just going for a local hangout.
Yeah, good
not a
comedy
young-
show. There's not
A
much.
young crew. Anyway, so can you say or you can't say?
I would probably say 60.
No, stop it.
Jesus.
That's amazing.
60 years old. Oh my God. And your dick still works?
Why are you looking at me?
Is it like fucking oatmeal? Like what is it like down there?
My dick?
No, like the 60-year-old snatch.
Was it in shape?
Kevin just spit.
Like this
Man,
fan.
why didn't we talk about this sooner?
Well, it's because
This could have been a whole show.
the first 45 minutes was the Kevin Brennan monologue. I tried to jump in, and then all of a sudden you made fun of me. Then you look at me like, "Why are you staring at me?" Well, I tried to talk 4 or 5 times.
No, but he asked a good question.
text
What is
me
the
telling me to
consistency
leave.
of a 60-year-old vagina? Like, what is?
Anyway,
Are there any tattoos? Of
It's a gray.
Like a wheelbarrow?
I picture a 60-year-old vagina is in black and white.
oh God.
It's like going back through Wizard of Oz.
Black and white, he said. Joel, we're killing you.
Oh, I know. I'm feeling.
But you're
it.
used to it though, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So you have no attraction. You have no attraction.
Sweating. This is when.
If you guys are probably not even watching, if you're watching it, you can see Joel's a young guy. But if you're not watching, if you're listening only, Joel's a young guy. How old? You're under 40, right?
37. Yeah.
37.
Our birthdays are a day apart.
Oh yeah. So maybe I'll go that route. I can't even.
not
imagine,
older than your
I can't even
mother.
imagine hanging out with an older woman.
Really?
I
makes
don't
them
even
feel
like my
young.
mom. I don't even like hanging out with my mom.
Well, that's weird. Just to bring your mom into this conversation.
But like I had to pick my mom at the train the other day and to walk into her house. I'm like, my mom is dull as fuck.
fact
It's
about
weird that he brought his mom in, but you set your standard at your mom.
no, younger than the age group. I just
But that's how you.
How old is
Your
Mrs.
mom
Brennan?
know you
born
did.
before 1953. Nah, she's probably figured it out.
Does he?
No,
Some
she
of them are
doesn't.
from her mahjong group.
She
Like,
doesn't. She doesn't know. But my sister.
And I got to
does.
take that back. My mom. I'm just kidding about my mom. She's not that dull. But anyway, yeah. But I like
just in
older.
case she's listening.
No, older women. Like, what do they even talk about? Do they talk about the Beatles? What do you
Gotta
talk
pause.
about?
I don't. I
Not a lot of talking.
make them feel sexy.
What do you do?
What does he do? He looks at them. That's.
They look at. They look at my eyes. They see.
They love him.
They see no.
do love
They
you,
see
right?
no. They see no red lights, no stop signs. Green is go.
It's such adoration.
Wait. So do they get hooked on you and then they can't quit you?
Oh, then they just die. It's a short lifespan.
It's like dating a bug.
That's
where they have
Few of them are no longer with us.
Wow.
If you're just under 60 and have a terminal disease, Joel will fuck you.
You're like a Make-A-Wish Foundation for old people. Like, I want to fuck
That's
So your Twitter earlier was
they burn
tune,
through all the other ones, and they're like, "Sorry, you couldn't meet John Cena, but Joel will fuck you."
Well, Rich, and you're
tune in to Kevin's for guests you've never heard of and stories you can't believe.
I had to say something. I didn't know you guys would see that. No, sometimes I'm a little acerbic, but listen.
Have you ever been called an asshole before?
First of all, if I put Kevin Israel, I would get a lot of anti-Semitism. I wasn't in a mood for it on a Monday.
Right.
Is that what he said? Guess you never heard of?
Yeah.
What a dick.
He said, tune in today to and he normally at least like will include us in the tweet. He didn't tweet at us.
It was a joke. It was a joke. I retweeted your tweet
It was
though.
a joke that we'd never
This
see.
is how it went. Tune in today to guests you never heard of. Hey guys, you want to come into the room? You guys can come in now.
I gotta check my
First of all,
PayPal.
Ken,
account.
you're
You
not
sit
even-
there.
Jesus.
Ken, you're over on the couch. Thanks for your donation.
And you're not in show business. Joel, you're a promoter, and I mean you're a comic, but you're a promoter. And Kevin, I thought with you they would be like after they got mad at Elon Gold last week because he was too Jewy, and then he wasn't here, but he was at my other show. So I didn't want a lot of I don't
The only person bringing
wanna
up
be too
Jew.
Jew heavy?
He hasn't brought up Jew once. You're the only person that keeps talking about ethnicity.
No, I do it as a
and religion.
joke. I do it as a joke, but like I love the Jews.
Thank you. Well,
I have to. I have no choice. I'm in show business. But anyway, no. But I mean, I
Let
do.
them
My
know.
best friend is
Kevin
David.
sets himself up and then knocks him down.
My best friend is David
Perfect.
Tell and Mark Cohen. I love a lot of Jews.
his Jew credentials are heavy.
Yeah.
No, like
He
not
knows Jon
only-
Stewart's real name.
Not only do I like Jews, I'm actually friends with them. Like I'm
Right.
not just I don't say my friends. I have friends that are what? How do you say? A
Do
lot
you
of
wear
my friends are
sunglasses?
black
Do you wear
or-
sunglasses around your Jew friends?
Yeah. Well, they're all doing better than me, so I have to. I have to.
When he knows who his
hide
guests
my
are, he doesn't
envy.
wear sunglasses inside.
I wear my sunglasses because I think it looks cool and it gives the show.
On behalf of my people, thank you for all your.
First of all, the background of the show is all like it's on fire, so it's almost like the show is so on fire that I need glasses to like a fireman.
Was that what it is?
Fireman. Anyway, Joel, I apologize about the guest you've never heard of. It was a joke anyway, because they like stuff like that. People like stuff like that because it's always supposed to be like, Vinny Brand's always like,
You're the king of controversy.
No, Vinny Brand's always like, this guy's the funniest guy ever. Every guy that works at his club, he goes, this guy's hilarious. I go, every guy? Every guy. You've never had a guy who wasn't hilarious? He goes, what am I supposed to say? This guy sucks? I go, yeah, for a change of pace. Go, this guy's not that good.
You should run
see him.
You
It's
should
like the Attell joke where Attell, everybody says they got a big dick. But then if you say you got a little dick, people are going to want to see it out of curiosity. And then before you know it, maybe some 60-year-old woman will suck on it.
You should be a life coach and run a PR firm. Because not only do you give it good advice, you also cause controversy.
So if I say my guests are somebody, maybe they don't know you. They probably don't know you.
But maybe they'll see the Jew name and they'll go, I want to listen to this for that.
I'm going to pull over. Let me pull over. So it was a joke. Like, everyone's like always touting their guests. I'm saying maybe you don't know the...
I didn't bring it up.
Oh, I love Joel. We almost have the same birthday, So we're like birthday buddies.
Both from the
my wife,
area.
when's your May 3rd or
May 3rd, yeah.
My wife's first husband was May.
I was like, your wife married you.
My wife's first husband was May 3rd. Okay, May 3rd. I met her at the Comedy Cellar. So my wife's big on like when your birthday is. So she says to me, we're like drinking, whatever. I did a set, so she knew I was like, I wasn't some guy off the street. She goes, we're a little drunk. She goes, when's your birthday? I go, I'd rather not tell you. Because I know Taurus is not a good sign for like, because we're stubborn or whatever. We like to, Anyway.
But no, all very true.
So we don't like to be, whatever. We're not an easy guy to date. We're not easy. We're not that flexible. You are, but I'm not flexible. Like, I know I'm no prize. Anyway, so she goes, I'd rather not say. I'd rather not say. So then I end up saying May 2nd. She goes, oh my God. She looks at her friend. Oh my God. I go, why? She goes, my first husband was May 3rd and my mom is May 1st. So her mom's May 1st. Her first husband's May 3rd. I'm May 2nd, and she still married me. So whose fault is it if shit don't go right?
Yep, absolutely.
She, you know what I mean? She married her mom. Am I her mom? And her first husband, he gained 100 pounds while they were married.
Or her mom, Joel, would fuck you.
100. She gained 100 pounds. Her first.
I'm not ruling it out.
First husband gained 100 pounds, and she still married a guy one day away. I haven't gained any weight. I actually lost weight since I
was gonna say, man, you look good.
I look fucking great, Joel.
Because
if I was hanging around with you, I would steal all your old fucking golden girls from you, and they'd be like,
just Blanche.
So you don't the smell doesn't turn you off. Nothing about
There's no smell. What do you?
Nothing about them turns you off.
Just smells like an old book, like the old paper.
Smells like a library in there.
Oh,
this old pussy smells like a library.
It blows off the dust.
Yeah, you almost expect Bob Vila to show up. Get it?
This old house.
I love you, man.
Anyway, so you're not going to tell us anything of what it's like? Are you dating one now?
I'm not.
Lube?
So
Do you
how
need lube?
Some of them have in the past, yeah.
How long does it? But you must crush them when you break up with them, right? It's like dating Fonzie because you're like unbelievable.
By then they can't remember. Who are you?
Are they usually sick?
They're like, you wouldn't be interested in me. And then when I
say that,
yeah,
You don't know.
You
You don't know who I am. Oh, you haven't heard?
it's weird because I'm approaching you.
are they usually like divorcees?
Oh yeah.
Or widowers.
You're looking for a place to stay, right?
No.
They usually have a home.
It was one summer I stayed in an RV.
Yeah, but it must have worked again. No, Joel had nowhere to stay in Ocean City, so he saddled up to a nice lady.
Left car. Well, that too.
And then I thought, I'm like, Joel, where'd you sleep last night? He goes, at her house. I was like,
Beatrice's.
I thought she just took him in because she's got a lot of sons. I just thought she took him in like as another son.
Yeah. Well, I think 2 out of 4 liked me. The other 2 were on. They were on to me.
Of course. When you sat down at breakfast,
She had
like,
4 kids living in an RV?
No. It's separate stories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Packed house.
I left corporate America, and the first comic that my mom met was living in an RV. And my mom wept herself to sleep that night. It's like, this is how my son's gonna turn out. And then I ended up staying at this.
But Joel, they were like all Joel's age, right? Her sons weren't they all?
I was
I was like in the middle.
No, I was 2 years older than the oldest.
That's
Joel sat down. They all sat down for
amazing.
for breakfast. Joel's like, "What's for breakfast, mommy?" They got mad.
besides your.
Well, it must
pussy.
have been awkward as fuck, but you don't give a shit because that's how cheap you are.
I'm not cheap.
You rather make everyone awkward than stay at the Econo Lodge on Route 9.
What the hell's wrong with you, man? You could have made fun of me so many different ways. I'm not cheap. Now I'm taking offense.
Okay, you're not cheap, but I did think you were something. Like, why don't you just get a hotel? There's like hotels right down the street. Those little mini hotels.
Well, the thing is, the other comment that we're talking about with the RV was closer to her age, and when she said that she had a crush on him, you're like, "Oh, Rich," and she's like, "No, Joel," and like you were blown away.
Who said they had a crush on you?
The person that we're talking about. We haven't changed subjects.
But I knew that already. Why would I be surprised?
Oh, she said when she went. Well,
Months later,
yeah, the story.
we did a thing in Philadelphia.
Yeah, when,
That gig in Philadelphia. Like
no,
2
in,
weeks ago?
in Ocean City.
Oh, and she said she had a crush on somebody.
Yeah.
On one of the comics.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were out of her league. To be honest, Rich Schultes is out of nobody's league. He's the filthiest. That guy should be in jail. Rich Schultes.
Really?
I saw him. He came to Snappers. I'll trash him. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's why it's called burning bridges.
Oh,
That's not a bridge, though.
He came to Snappers in like
yeah, no, we did it.
you know Snappers in West Florida.
Yeah, Palm Harbor.
North of Tampa. Anyway, he comes in, does a guest set. He goes, "You mind if I do a guest set?" He comes in all sweaty, like he just committed a
You
crime.
texted me while he was on stage.
He does a guest set, 10 minutes of shit jokes. I'm like, what do you do with your 40? Like, who does a guest set, your best 10 minutes, and it's all shit jokes? All shit jokes.
He's
Now he's
like,
headlining Snappers.
yeah, he's headlining.
He is?
I swear to God,
Maybe that's what they want. Fucked up by keeping it non.
he's headlining in August.
Yeah, but they don't. Yeah, August in Florida.
Work on your 10
But they
minutes
don't.
of
But
shit
that guy don't book the room anymore. Bob Burr.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, they're booking himself. They had a fallout. Bob Burr. I talked to him with Bob DeBono. Anyway, we got to wrap it up. You guys have been some of the best guests we've had today. And no, I'm kidding. It's continue with the theme
of nobodies.
of just disrespect.
Thanks for
But
that.
it's funny. It's funny, right? What am I supposed to say?
No, I'm not.
I love you guys, Ken. I mean, it's a dream come true for you, right? To come up to the big
Kevin.
city.
Yes, it is. Yep. Lucky me.
Kevin, don't get mad at me because I know you work out. I can see by your short shirt that you work out a little bit, and you could you could throw me up against the wall at any time, and I'm ready because I get beat up a lot. I get headbutted. I've had a rough month, and it's just July. I mean, August is usually
It's just this month.
no. Usually August is
Just July.
is when things get really bad for me.
Not your
because,
entire life.
You know, then when people get really mad because it's been hot for so long. You
This
know
was
what I
a
mean?
dream come true for
That's
me.
when shit starts anyway. Did you guys know that? August, when it's hot, like people, that's when fights start and crimes are committed.
But weather has no effect on you.
No, I
when
happens
those
to me in
murders
January.
happened.
January,
The
February,
less murders,
March.
the better the weather, the more the murders, which is a DC slogan. Anyway, Joel, another guy, he laughs, pull away from the mic.
What? I thought you were.
Bunch of Asian women laughing to the mic.
I thought you were wrapping up the show.
We are, so you can still laugh into the mic while you only close with a laugh. Again.
No, there was no laugh there.
I'm gonna get some fake. I'm gonna have to get some fucking
Laugh
fake
track.
laughers in here.
Well,
I'll
thanks for
get
talking
a
about
laugh track. That'd be hilarious. I just sit here by myself.
Same laughs every
Oh, I'll
time.
sit here by myself and I'll say something in a laugh
I
track.
didn't book any guests today just because of this.
No, and then my son, the fucking fake laugh from I Love Lucy, one of those old laughs, The Odd Couple. Anyway, Ken, what do you got to plug? The Atlantic City Electric Company?
Nothing to plug, Kevin. My next show is next year.
Oh yeah, you do shows with the autism.
Yes, I do.
Anything you want to say about autism?
No,
But are they making any breakthroughs?
we're making good progress. Yes.
Hey, let me ask you this, because I said this on the show and you've tweeted it. Like the people think it's because guys are having kids older. You think that's a connection to autism?
No.
I thought Kevin was going to ask if you think he's on the spectrum.
Oh, he is. He knows he is. He doesn't make eye contact, so he is.
I'm making eye contact right now, but you can't see. That's why I love
With
glasses.
the clock over there.
Oh, that's why I love glasses, because people don't know what I'm making eye contact with. Even my kid.
There you go.
And you got an applause break.
Fuck you, Kevin Brennan.
Thank you, deep discount.
I was
That was
like,
the fastest somebody Googled something ever.
I was like, wow, the booth really
Well
liked that
done.
joke.
Those guys know how to work the web.
Laugh track. Find it fast.
Oh, where's Kevin in the list of names? I don't know, 20. And they highlighted it for you, had it up in 4 seconds.
Who misses Riotcast? Not me. Another laugh. This booth is on fire. Anyway, so
Should have signed off.
no, so that was
You should have ended the show. That
No,
was
I
the
gotta-
peak, my friend.
I gotta do
That
my
was the
plugs.
peak.
I gotta do my plugs.
Facesforautism.org.
Facesforautism.org. I can't even say it. But listen, Ken. So they don't know any connection.
They think there's different types of connections out there, Kevin. It could be environmental, could be with the the shots that these kids are getting.
They still think it might be vaccinations.
There's two sides to it, but yeah, there's depends on who pays for the studies.
Ooh,
You like that?
I do like that because that's how it is. That's how life is. And then people are like, well, life. Yeah, it's people are full of shit, and you can't trust people, and people are going to do what's good for them. Am I right, Joel?
Absolutely,
Kevin raised a lot of money for us in March.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Good job.
You guys took care of me
angry,
anyway.
though. He came angry because he had no ride, but
Yeah, that was a fucked up day. But we've already discussed that. I can't even because I like Joel too much. That was all Joel's fault. But I'm not gonna lay it on him.
Your eye started twitching when he said that.
Joel is cheap and a terrible booker. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Joe, I love you. Anyway, Ken.
Not cheap.
Ken, you do how many shows you do? 2 a year?
no, we did. What are we up to now? I'm doing what, 3 or 4 shows a year now.
Yeah.
And who did Carrie do her show with you yet?
Harry's coming Thursday night.
Oh, Carrie's gonna do great. She's got all these Atlantic City jokes too. Very funny lady. Okay, Kevin, when's your thing come out? Kevin Israel. What's your Twitter?
Twitter's Kevin Israel _NJ.
I've been underscore. You know what? JEW. No, I mean just to come on, like just as a joke of it. You know what I mean?
That didn't work. That didn't
First
earn
of all,
it. It wasn't worth
you guys
it.
know I'm hooked on that now, just like the dark glasses. I'll be like, I'll just go.
It's always got to be the same.
Yeah, the same
track.
7 guys laughing. So, okay,
Album
so
comes out on Friday. The
where can
Struggle
they
is
find
Real.
it? iTunes?
KevinIsrael.com. It's going to be on iTunes and be available on CD. Go to my website, KevinIsrael.com. You can get it.
Pre-order now.
And you can pre-order it right now.
You got a discount if you pre-order?
No,
Then why do it?
they're not paying attention. That was the appropriate.
All right, Joel. What else? Who you got coming to Valley Forge or anywhere?
Rich Manavini this Friday night.
Rich Minervini. He's an old time killer act, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be great. At
hilarious.
Valley Forge.
Yeah, Valley Forge.
What day? Friday or Saturday?
Friday night
At what
Yeah.
time?
at 8 o'clock. Just one show
Yeah,
in
so
summertime.
Plenty of traffic to get caught
Yeah.
in on the way
Then
there.
Sunday night I got Dustin Chafin down at the Harbor Square Theater.
How's that going?
Yeah.
Business picking up?
I loved your Facebook Live. You're like the idiot booker booked the comedy show the weekend before Memorial Day, the official start of summer. Great job.
Yeah, Joel goes, when you take a gig, you're like, oh, May in Stone Harbor, New Jersey will be fun. Then you go down there, you realize it's a week before Memorial Day, and there's like 7 people in the town, and 4 of them showed up. So that's pretty good, percentage-wise. But
numbers,
still,
yeah.
Is it? Are you making money?
Yeah, it's good.
I always
yeah.
worry about you making money. I want you to make money.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
You're good
that.
for a show. You're good for comedy because you like comics and. Doesn't he? He's a
great guy.
He's a good guy.
One of the.
Anyway, you still live in your car?
No, I got a house.
All right, good for you. Anyway, and I got to do my plugs. Listen, I'm in
You can put the glasses on. Here come the.
I'm in Dallas this week, and I don't even know if I can go because we need a fucking baby. Also, I need a lawyer.
He looked at Kevin.
No, I need a lawyer. Like, I need a good lawyer for my headbutting case. So, if you guys know a good lawyer in New Jersey, does a defense attorney. Anyway, so I'm at
Takes assault cases.
where the fuck? I'm not even in the right month.
Questionable chance of a victorious outcome.
I'm at Hyenas. Don't make fun of the name. Hyenas in Dallas. This I almost gave how much I was getting because it was right where I almost gave my
That's
money.
not the address.
July 13, 14, 15. That's this week, and I'm gonna be at wait. Let me give the one in Poughkeepsie. Poughkeepsie, I'll be there 26. I think it's almost sold out. 26th of August, And this weekend I'll be at Hyenas in Dallas. There's 2 clubs in Dallas. There's one in Fort Worth, one in Dallas. So go to the one in Dallas, not Fort Worth, the Hyenas, okay? And thanks to everybody thanks for everybody for I don't look cool with my fucking readers on.
You're a piece of
Thanks
work.
to everyone for listening. Donate, sign up to Compound Media. You guys are the best. Ken, thanks for coming. Driving these. Whoever drove, thanks for coming up, you guys. You guys were the best guests. Seriously, I know I disrespect you every which way, but you guys were great.